Like, be like, yeah, you know, how'd you meet? How'd you meet, mom and dad? You know, we met. Your dad was in high school, and I was his teacher. What? Wait a minute, bro. That'd be crazy, bro.
What go down with the Major fam today? It's Major, and today's topic is the epidemic of female PDF file teachers. Now, if you don't know what that means, you know, we're gonna find out in this video. I'm not sure if I can discuss that type of thing too early on in the video, but you know, we're gonna be getting into this topic a little bit more. You know, I know a few people from back in the day in school, you know, they had a good looking teacher. They used to be trying to get with the teacher. So shoot, we're gonna talk about this topic now, because obviously some of them teachers went for it. But before we begin, man, y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you'd like to see more of me. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Your favorite student?
I love all my students equally. I have no favorite.
Is that a lie?
No.
Dang.
So I guess it wasn't a lie because she was found not guilty on sexual assault charges. But one thing I can say is that there are a lot of other teachers that would not have had the same result. Teachers, the noble, underpaid heroes who shape young minds, and occasionally, for some twisted reason, try to date them too. But no, seriously though, what's going on with all these inappropriate student-teacher relationships? And you know, maybe this is something that's always been going on, but recently people have been doing a better job of bringing it to light, exposing them. But recently it's been feeling like every other day I see a new story about a student and teacher scandal. Teacher caught having sex with an 11-year-old student 2 months before wedding. Teacher with a history of getting too close with students arrested for inappropriate relations with student. 13-year-old fathered child with middle school teacher. Prosecutors say Lotta Karen, 34, began a sexual relationship with her student that lasted years. A married substitute teacher was arrested after being caught undressed with a student in the back seat.
The student was scared and did the race butt naked.
He was caught an hour later. She was arrested and is facing felony charges. Substitute teacher had sex with student. Video of it leads to her arrest. It's them damn substitute teachers, bruh. Y'all gotta watch out.
Video? What's up with all these freaked out teachers and then, you know, getting caught with a video or literally in action? Bro, come on, man. This is sick. Bro, this is sick. And it is a lot of substitute teachers that he just mentioned right here. That's crazy. I ain't know, bruh. Yeah, we probably do gotta watch out for these substitute teachers. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That's wild. That's wild. Hey, man. And then look in the comments. Well, somebody addressed what a lot of people were saying. They said all these comments crazy. Would y'all be asking how old the student was if this was 20-year-old man? A lot of y'all females telling on yourself here. See, man, I'm guessing the comments was crazy, and you know, he just asked that basically if the roles was reversed, you know, what would y'all be saying then? I'm trying to tell y'all, man, a lot of people be freaked out. Freaky gooners.
For them. And to be honest, I'm not even that surprised, because when I was in high school, I remember having substitute teachers that looked like they just got picked off the sidewalk. I don't know who's doing the background checks on these substitute teachers, but y'all gotta do a better job. Maybe make the interview a little bit harder, do a little bit better screening, check their social medias or something. But I guess this is the type of stuff that happens when education is so severely underfunded. A 33-year-old high school teacher in California has been charged for allegedly having sex with a 17-year-old student. School officials say they received an anonymous tip. She's currently being held on a $20,000 bond. And you already know the degenerates in the comments are saying stuff like, free her, someone was hating, someone was mad they didn't get to hit, damn, I wish I was a teen, no way I would have ever told.
What I tell y'all, I'm telling you, they be sick, man. There be people who can't get out of that fantasy that they had about their teacher when they was like 15, and they still thinking that as they get older, bro. Like, I mean, I understand, like, I understand being a, you know, you can be attracted to your teacher when you're younger. You going through puberty and everything, but bro, to still continue thinking like that and thinking this is right after you graduate and everything, come on, bro. You gotta grow up. That's when maturity comes into place, and you gotta grow up. But you know, like, sometimes I don't even be taking these comments serious, because I be thinking, hey, I believe in the dead internet theory, which is just, you know, it's a lot of bots online, so I don't even be getting mad at these comments no more, because I just be feeling like everybody be trying to rage bait. But hey, It's a topic for another story. Let's get into it.
6 female teachers arrested for sexual misconduct with students. And mind you, this all happened in a span of 2 days. And is it just me, or do these teachers all kind of have a similar look to them? Let's call it the pred teacher look. Chicago teacher has been charged for having sex with a 14-year-old student over 45 times. She revealed to the student that her husband had an affair with her best friend. She faces up to 60 years in prison. Her husband is standing by her side along the way. You know what? At this point, just arrest the husband too, because I knew he knew. They probably sat there and had a conversation like,
Since you cheated on me with my best friend, the least you could do is let me screw my student.
Hey, how you doing? Hi. Officer Gosman with Downers Grove. Do you have your license on you?
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna explain. I'm sure you're confused. I'll explain everything to you.
she probably already knew at this
You're
point.
Christina?
Yes.
Okay, Christina, do me a favor. Can you step out of the car for me? I know you're confused. I'll explain everything to you. You don't have anything on you? You can just grab whatever you need.
Whatever I need.
Yeah, whatever you need. Like your phone, your
Yeah,
phone, grab it.
you're going to jail, buddy.
Going somewhere? Yeah, we're gonna explain everything to you guys.
Jail.
You can go grab your things.
Can he come with me?
Yes, yes.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
both of
you
y'all can go to
Come
jail.
on back here.
Should I shut the car off?
Oh yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Goes off.
Yo, she went and turned the car on. I ain't gonna lie, even though it was an accident, what do y'all think would have happened if a black person did that?
We do have an investigation going on. We have to talk to you.
You
about
know
it
what would
first.
have happened.
We do have to bring you there, though. Okay? So I do have to put you in handcuffs and bring you to the police department. Just a Downers Grove.
Handcuffs?
Yes, unfortunately. Yeah.
Yes,
I'm not
handcuffs.
willing to go with you.
I get it. Yeah. Unfortunately, we have to do it that way.
But you can't even give me like an idea.
At the moment.
I mean, I don't get it, cause I mean, in her case, she's not a bad looking woman, so I don't understand why she chose a child. I mean, even if her boyfriend did that and she was emotional, she could have found anybody else her age, and it would have been fine. But she chose a child in high school. I don't know. You know, she's still young. She still look decent. Well, not decent. She looked good. She looked good. You know, I don't know why she went to find a high schooler, but hey, you know, see where that led her.
What this is about?
Other than that, it's an investigation.
Oh, you know what it's about.
You know what this is about.
Exactly.
Is my husband coming with?
And I swear some of the people in these comments are just sick. They're talking about my hero. Where was these teachers when I was a kid? Like, buddy, you voluntarily want to get traumatized? When I see adults say
Exactly.
stuff like this, it reminds me of the rapper Boosie Badass, who literally hired strippers to do you know what with his son. Happy G-Day, Tootie Raw. Love you, son, with all my heart, Pops. See you tomorrow. Got a bag for you and a bad bitch to give you some head. You already know how I do it, Tootie Raw. The mixtape dropping October 1st.
Man, I always find that sick when, like, you know, fathers be trying to put their kids in like these sexualized areas and, you know, just places, and they be I don't know, I always found that weird. Especially, I don't even know, just I feel like just even the topic of sex and talking about it with your kid, that could probably just be awkward in itself. I don't know. I don't have a child, so you know, I wouldn't know. But for him to just be saying, for Boosie to be saying something like that, that's wild. I know they be talking about crazy stuff behind closed doors and everything. When nobody ain't listening, they probably be talking about worse stuff than he be posting on the internet.
Just sad. Like, some of these people see getting essayed by your teacher not only as a positive experience, but they yearn for it. So it really makes me wonder, in the future when they have kids, are they gonna put their kids in the same position? Or if their kids do
For
find
sure.
themselves in that position, are they just gonna be okay with it? Are they gonna be complicit? Well, sadly, this father was complicit with his son getting essayed.
This 26-year-old Missouri teacher was charged with statutory R after she was caught with one of her 16-year-old students. And it turns out that the victim's father knew this was going on the entire time. This all happened in Lakeway High School, where Haley Carmack worked as a math teacher, and she had only been there for a year until a student contacted the school's resource officer and told them that there was something weird going on between Haley and another student. The witness also said that Haley assaulted the 16-year-old boy in his family's driveway, and that the victim had scratches all over his back from Haley. And allegedly, Haley used other students as lookouts so that other teachers wouldn't come in while she was doing inappropriate things.
What? This lady ran a
using your other students as lookout. Hey, go look out for me. Like, bro, that's not your friends. Bro, these are not your friends. These are not, nobody your age. These are kids. Bro, and I still don't get it. Even in her case, she's a decent looking woman. She's an average looking woman, man. She could have got anybody that wasn't in high school. She decided to go for a high schooler. What be up with that? What be going on in their heads? I don't know, bruh. I don't know, but good thing they locked her up, bruh. She put that kid through a whole bunch of trauma. Bro, this is wild, bruh. I didn't know it was this many of them out there. I didn't know that. Bro, now she gotta put her name on the list. She gotta register on the list all the time. Her information gonna forever be online when somebody wanna look up that list and see if they neighbor is on that list and things like that. Bro, she gonna be on there, bruh. Cause at the end of the day, even if you in high school, bruh, you're considered a kid. You're a minor. Unless you 18. In some places it's 17, but you're a minor for the most part. Just ruined her whole life. In the first year, too.
Whole operation, so it was multiple people in on it? That's crazy.
Also been said that Haley has been in trouble in the past because she was seen being too close with students. And what's disturbing is that this child's father knew that this was going on the entire time, and he didn't report it because he said that it was gonna happen behind his back, so he might as well let it happen. Haley,
What a lame excuse for a father, bro. What type of weak ass parenting, weak ass excuse is that? It was gonna happen anyways? This doesn't even make sense.
For sure. That's like, I don't know. That's like letting your kid, he pick up a pipe, and he start hitting it, and you be like, oh, it was gonna happen anyway, so I just let him do it. What? You had alcohol laying around, or you had some alcohol in the fridge, and you left the house for a little bit, and your kid decided to drink it, and then you come back and you see that he doing it, and you be like, it was gonna happen anyway, so I just let him do it. Bro, Dad, man.
How about you talk to the school? And again, this goes back to what I was saying. I think his father is one of those people who thinks that being essayed is a positive experience. And that may stem from his own inner yearning for that type of experience. He, as an adult man, is acting out what he would want his father to do for him if he was in his son's shoes. Dude is literally living out his dark, twisted fantasies through means of his son's abuse.
I ain't even think about it like that. You know how like some people, they be living out their dream through their kids. They be like they had dreams of being in the NFL or the NBA. So they be coaching their kid and be on top of their kid and living out their dream through their kid. Shoot, he do got a good point. They probably living out their dream through the kid in this instance too. Bro, they be sick, man. I be telling y'all, man. Some of these people, they have fantasies from when they was younger, and they think it's right all the way up into their adulthood. They have kids, and then they keep spreading that spreading their ideology. I always have a hard time saying that, but they keep spreading the way that they think on and on and on down the generation and everything, and just mess up the whole generation, give them unknown trauma that they don't even think is trauma. They think it's right. Shoot, he probably think this is what makes a man too, which is crazy.
Haley denied everything, but then police found text messages between her and the student. Haley was arrested and charged, and so was the father of the 16-year-old.
And see, that right there is a justifiable arrest because he was complicit to her actions. Teacher locked up for inappropriate relations with 13-year-old student now has a new job behind bars. An aerobic instructor. Hey, she can teach whoever she wants as long as y'all keep her away from them kids. And honestly, that last lady, Brittany Zamora, got off easy. She could have been in a situation like Alexandria Vera, who was also in a sexual relationship with a 13-year-old, but she ended up getting pregnant. And that's not even the craziest part. The craziest part is this. Prosecutors said the boy's parents didn't object to their relationship, and Vera told an investigator they were very supportive and excited when she disclosed her pregnancy. She aborted the pregnancy after a child welfare investigator questioned her. according to court documents. McFadden said the boy and his mother wrote him letters that tried to put some of the blame for the relationship on the boy. Bro, where are they breeding these parents? Who thinks like that when their kid is being abused? I can't lie, it seems like
Nah, for sure, bruh. And then, like, how would they even explain that to the kid? Like, you know, if she didn't go ahead and get rid of the child, like how she did, like, how would you even explain that to the kid if it was born? Like, be like, yeah, you know, how'd you meet, mom and dad? You know, we met, your dad was in high school, and I was his teacher. What? Wait a minute. Bro, that would be crazy, bro. Bro, we need them gone, bro. We need them packed up, bro. Like, when you actually start explaining it and you hear it, you realize how crazy it is. Man, bro, this is wild, bro. It just show what the society come to.
in a lot of these cases, the parents are equally to blame. Substitute teacher Diane Torres, 24, was arrested after an investigation revealed she admitted to dating a student. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, she got that look to her. Them eyes kinda creeping me out. High school teacher arrested after caught having sex with 18-year-old student in parked car by his mother. Police arrested Cartaya at the scene. According to court documents, Cartaya and the student allegedly had sex at least 5 times since October, but fewer than 100 times. And it seems like the son was missing rugby practice to go hang out with her, and the mom caught them using the Life 360 app, which is basically like a family safety location app.
Benton County Sheriff's Office 22-year-old Anna Maria Malazzo was arrested for sending indecent photos to minors. And
why do they all have that one look, bruh?
With endangering the welfare of a child. Police say the boy in question is 14 years old. Police say they acted after a resource officer at Greater Southern Tier BOCES got a tip. She's now charged with a felony, and that's sending indecent photos to a minor. She's also charged with endangering the welfare of a child. Under New York State's no-cash bail law, she was released and did not spend time in jail.
And again, the comments never cease to amaze. Felony, she did him a favor, being charged for being kind. Who snitched, dog? Why can't this be me? The boy's father asked him to hand over the phone so he can review the pictures. And you know, for some reason, maybe it's because we're a society that focuses so much on looks. Some people have this superficial idea that depending on how attractive a teacher is, it somehow correlates to whether or not they would do something like this. But see, that's obviously not the case. A lot of the teachers that I went over today definitely meet the beauty standard. There's no shortage of men their age who would want to get intimate with them or even get into a relationship. But see, we gotta stop thinking in such a superficial manner. Now look, I'm not saying that there aren't certain patterns with how certain preds look. I'm saying that the issue isn't with their physical appearance. The issue is with something up here. A lot of people only look out for the way someone looks, but they don't pay attention to the way that someone talks, you know, the things they say, their mannerisms. Because if they did, I'm sure they'd find the signs. And honestly, I feel like this is something all parents should start looking out for. Because according to a report by the Government Accountability Office, it's estimated that nearly 1 in 10 students is subjugated to adult sexual misconduct during their academic years. And according to NBC News, an Associated Press investigation found more than 2,500 cases over 5 years in which educators were punished for actions from bizarre to sadistic. And teachers who failed to report misconduct basically get a slap on the wrist. 3 school employees were sentenced to a $2,000 fine, community service, and 18 months of court supervision. It was the only case identified by USA Today's review in which administrators face any criminal penalties for failing to report a teacher's misconduct to state authorities. Like, brother, that is wild. American schools are really not a safe place. And you know, I'm trying to understand the mindset of these pred teachers and what might lead them to do such things. And I realize that some of them are missing that emotional intimacy and they end up getting it from their students. And somehow that ends up turning into physical intimacy. And then of course there's some teachers, especially the younger ones, who haven't really matured past high school. They're not entering the profession for passion or education. They're still stuck in that I want to be part of the cool kids loop. They want to be the cool teacher. They want to be viewed as a cool individual and have some semblance of power. And being a teacher is the perfect place for them to find that, because being a teacher inherently comes with power. You're literally given authority and responsibility over these kids during school hours. And sadly, some teachers choose to abuse that. And we also got to talk about boundaries, because nowadays you have teachers and students who follow each other on Instagram, Snapchat, even TikTok. And boundaries are getting blurred. It starts with a fire emoji on a story and ends with a court hearing. And a lot of these pred teachers use the DMs as a way to start grooming. And for any parents watching this, just some red flags to look out for. If a teacher is giving extra attention to one student, any private messages or texts outside of schoolwork, trying to be friends with their students instead of maintaining a professional relationship, any secret hangouts, rides home, or gift giving. Now, I'm sure there's a bunch of teachers out there who do some of these things with good intention, but that's obviously not always the case. And honestly, if I could change some things with the school system, I'd definitely include like a stronger reporting system.
Man, nah, for sure, man. A stronger reporting system, what is it called? Open door policy, you know, where you can come and talk about anything. I believe that's what that means. Shoot. I didn't even think about what he said, you know, where the teacher role, it gives them power. So a lot of them might have, you know, something with control. That's really why they end up doing it, because they like, man, I can control them. I can do this. Like, I got the power now. Like, I can control what goes on. You know, they gonna listen to me. I'm their teacher. Not only am I their teacher, but I'm older than them too. So shoot, that could be a reason why they think like that, man. It's a sick and evil world we live in, man. Gotta be careful. And to those of y'all whose kids are in school, and you know, hey man, just be careful. Be careful, man. Believe all that stuff your kids be saying at school. Hey, be careful with these teachers nowadays. At least from what I'm seeing in this, man, this make me scared. Make me a little nervous, man. I had to go up to the school and cause a problem. Hey, I don't play about my nieces and nephews, but that's the end of the video, man. We gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and it's Major, and I'm gone, man. Y'all have a good one.